Life is not all about what you can buy and how much money you have. It's definitely not about labels and brands. Hey y'all, I'm Jess, also known here on YouTube as the Minimal Millennial. I am finally starting my journey to a more minimal, simpler, and overall fulfilled life. I have been very interested in the minimalism movement for some time, and I have gone back and forth on whether or not I could convince my husband that we could do it. It kind of started for me when I watched the documentary with Joshua Fields Milburn and Ryan Nicodemus a few years ago. That documentary, I'm sure you guys know, is called Minimalism, a documentary about the important things. I was just kind of hanging out, trying to find something new to watch on Netflix. I definitely was searching the documentary. Area because I love documentaries, and I was interested. I was also a little bit skeptical. I kind of thought, yeah, there's no way that you can just live on a t-shirt, a pair of shoes, and a fork. But in my time, the last few years researching it, I have kind of realized that minimalism can be whatever you want it to be. It can be just completely getting rid of everything, selling it all, buying a camper, and just moving to the beach. Daydreams. But it can also be just minimizing your clutter, the things that are occupying your time and just wasting it, honestly. It can be whatever you want it to be, but the goal, of course, I think, especially for me, is to just simplify things, get back to basics, and really appreciate the things that I have. So I think that why I really gravitated toward the whole minimalism movement and why I was really drawn to it was because it really spoke to core values that I had. So I grew up in a home with just a single parent, my mom and my sister, so we always lived in smaller homes. I kind of knew the value of the dollar pretty early in my life. As I've gotten older and I've, progressed in my job and, gotten a bigger salary, I realized that I was using consumerism and shopping and all of that as a way to sort of fill some type of void in my life. I would constantly add things to my wish list on Amazon, and when payday hit, I would just run straight to Amazon and buy everything that I wanted on my new wish list, and then I would start another one for 2 weeks later. I just kept accumulating things, but I never really was satisfied with any of it. I just kept feeling like, well, there's a new thing that I want, or there's more, and I can get this, and I can upgrade that. And for what purpose? I'm not really sure. So when I realized that about myself, I realized, okay, so if you're uncomfortable with that and you know that that's not really a good way to feel, what can we do about it? What are we going to change? So obviously for me, going the extreme and, like I said, living my dream of just selling it all, quitting my corporate job, and kind of living off the grid, even though I really am not sure I could do that. It's not possible for me right now. I am married. I have a wonderful, supportive husband who is a little hesitant about this whole thing. And then I also have a 10-year-old stepdaughter who recently moved into our home. And so she's already trying to adjust to a new lifestyle, much less trying to create a whole new thing that just completely means that she can't buy any new stuff. Yeah, that's not a thing for her. I am kind of trying to figure out what minimalism will look like for our family, for me, for our home. What are some things that I can do? What are some things that I probably can't do? And I wanted to start this channel as a way to document that. This definitely, I think, is going to help me be more purposeful with the things that I buy, be more intentional about it, I definitely am also going to be getting into more sustainable things on this channel. So I'm really interested in trying to be more low impact. I want to reduce my impact, my husband's impact, my stepdaughter's impact on this world, and just try to take care of this planet if I can. I have talked to my family about it, and they do have questions, they do have concerns, but they are open to it. And so I made sure that I communicated with them, like, this is the path that I want to start going down, and I'm not going to force it on you guys, but I would absolutely love it if you participated. It's kind of hard when there's some things that I want to do for my personal reasons, and not to just be like, well, you guys should do this because it's awesome and I'm doing it. And yeah, that doesn't really work within a family, so I'm trying not to do that. But I am explaining to them, this is what I want to do and this is how I'm doing it, and if you're into it, like, cool, I'll help you. Like, let's do it. Overall, I'm just gonna focus on simplifying and minimizing and becoming more sustainable. And I really hope that you guys enjoy it. I'm going to be doing all kinds of things on this channel. A few things that you will definitely see right off the bat is kind of the process of minimizing and downsizing. For instance, we're going to be moving into a house that is probably a third of the size of the one that we live in now. That'll definitely be interesting. We're going to be moving in there in a couple of months. You'll probably also see things like decluttering, getting rid of different things that we really just don't need, that for some reason we've held on to for years and years and years. And then you'll also probably see me trying to take these things that I'm doing at home and bringing them into my job. Some other things you might see on this channel are how my husband and my stepdaughter are dealing with this process, what they're accepting and what they're absolutely refusing to do. I would love to use this process as a way to teach my stepdaughter that, life is not all about what you can buy and how much money you have. It's definitely not about labels and brands. P.S. if you don't have a 10-year-old, that's what they're obsessed with these days. You'll probably also see some personal vlogs, just kind of day in the life and things that are going on as I'm processing my thoughts and my feelings about this whole situation, and how I'm feeling about it, how I'm dealing with it. So I'm really looking forward to that. If you're thinking about minimalism, if you're thinking about going low waste or sustainable, I hope that my trials, my processes, everything that I'm doing, I just kind of hope that it inspires you or gives you some help along the way. So definitely make sure that if you want to see any of this stuff, if you're interested, if you like minimalism, make sure that you subscribe and like this video. I would love to hear your thoughts, what you're doing to minimize things in your home. And then also you can follow me on Instagram at the.minimal.millennial. So make sure that you follow me there. I will be posting kind of day-to-day type of stuff, inspiration, quotes, whatever. So make sure you follow me so that you can kind of stay in touch with that stuff. So that's it for me today, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I'm excited to share this journey with you. And don't forget, until next time, the best things in life aren't things. Bye, guys.